Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today we are with Jen Short. She is with the Pendleton County Tourism. They host a number of events throughout the year. Jen, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us today.
Can you give us a little background on you? Where'd you grow up and talk a little bit about your family and your career?
Absolutely. So I'm originally from Cincinnati, born and raised, lived there most of my life. In the last couple of years, we moved to our farm here in Pendleton County, Kentucky, so just about an hour south of where I grew up. We moved here really to start a farm-based business and kind of change our lifestyle from a very busy urban lifestyle to a little calmer country lifestyle. And I kind of got involved in our tourism council I made a friend one day in town. They said, hey, you should join the tourism council. Began volunteering, and I've held a couple of different positions there. And then most recently just became president as of this year. So,
All right.
yeah.
Very good. All right, let's talk about a couple of your upcoming events. Let's highlight some of the late summer and early fall events.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are a 100% volunteer-based organization here in Pendleton County. So of course we all have full-time jobs and families and farms and all kinds of other things going on, but we really have a passion for supporting our small business community. And then really just bringing folks from that sort of hour radius to come in and spend time with us here. So we focus a lot on outdoor adventures. So we've got two rivers that meet here in town. We've got a great lake, we have kayaking, we have zip lining, we have hiking trails, all kinds of great things here. Of course, lots of farms that do different agritourism and things like that. So we promote all of that throughout the year, but then we also plan some events that are tourism hosted. So a couple of those that we have coming up is July 15th. That's a Saturday. It's POP, which is the Pendleton Outdoor Palooza. So we say come POP with us. It is an all-day, all-county-wide event. So lots of organizations and small businesses have a part in that. So it's kind of a day to come out, explore, try different things, go zip lining at Camp Northward, get in a kayak or a canoe out at Thaxton's, run down to the lake and try your hand at golfing or disc golf or different things we have going on. But at the end of that day, we actually host a concert. This year, our headliners are Caitlin Baker and Joe Lasher. They are Nashville recording artists. They've got all kinds of accolades behind them as far as songwriting and things go, but they're also these fantastic performers. They also happen to be married. So they're going to be our headliners that evening. Really excited to have them coming with us. And then September 9th is our unique art walk. So we are known for wool and sheep production here. We're the home of the Kentucky Wool Fest. So unique is spelled EWENIQE. A little cute, I know. So the Unique Art Walk Music and Food Festival. Our headliner this year is going to be Johnny Pop Day and the Third Wheel. Johnny is from Pikeville, Kentucky. So, good country boys, lots of good country music. We're really excited to have them as well. And we just kind of shut down our historic downtown in Falmouth, which is our county seat here in Pendleton County. We have food trucks and vendors and just a whole, afternoon of music, and come out and shop with artisans and crafters and different things like that. Let's see. In addition to that, we also have, of course, the Kentucky Wool Fest, which is in October. We're kind of known for that. That's the biggest thing that happens here, as well as our Pendleton County Youth Fair that's in June. And then something we're really excited about this year is our first ever countywide farm tour. So we've got 9 stops throughout the county, all different kinds of farmers, everything from very traditional row crop farmers growing, corn and wheat, things like that, to Angus beef cattle farms. We've got hobby farms, go and pet goats and feed them snacks and different things like that. So lots of really great things going on here.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, so let's jump into a lot of them here. Specifically, probably the ones that are downtown. I always ask these 3 questions: what are they going to see? What are they going to smell? And what are they going to hear? We've talked a little bit about the music. Let's talk a little bit about the food.
Okay, so I don't have a full list of my food vendors just yet, but we always
give us a background of the past, what you've had.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really okay. So we always have a couple of sort of your entree type food vendors, really great local burgers. One of our food vendors that comes almost every year is known for kind of steak sandwiches and meatloaf sandwiches, lots of kind of a meat and potatoes kind of crowd. We also have lots of sweets. So, stuffed donuts, lemonades, sweet teas, ice cream, all kinds of things like that. Um, we sometimes have a what is it called? Wood fired stone pizza. They come out and do, like fresh pizzas right in a wood fire, right there on the street. So you'll smell lots of great foods cooking. You'll hear all these great bands playing. You will see historic buildings in our downtown. We are a very small town, and unfortunately, there was a flood quite a few years back that did kind of devastate parts of that. But there is a great revitalization effort to kind of preserve the buildings that we can. So there are several that are open that you can shop or eat inside the buildings while you're in downtown, but then the streets are just lined with people, so you can kind of shop all the different vendors as you walk down the street too.
Perfect. Perfect. All
Yeah.
right. Jen, talk a little bit about the importance of this event and all the others that impact your town. Why have these? Why do them?
Yes, absolutely. So we are a small rural community. There is not a lot of industry here. We do not have a major grocery store chain or anything here in town. So we really rely on small businesses, and most of them are, still family owned and operated through generations, and those are our anchor businesses. But a small community can only support so much financially. So it really is important to bring tourists from that 1 hour radius to come in here, spend a day, spend a weekend, stay in our Airbnbs, visit our, campgrounds and things like that to drive those tourism dollars to our area. The small businesses just rely on that to kind of keep them going. We have one of the family businesses in town is known for, that's where you go to buy your new pair of boots and your Carhartts and your jeans and your hats. We've got others that are, boutique type businesses where you can come in and get all of your, your sports teams t-shirts made and things like that. So really it does help drive that sort of economic development and keeps those small family businesses alive and well.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Two questions that I always ask in every interview. First one, I like to survey the nation and get your opinion. What is the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life, Jen?
Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I'm a huge country music fan. In fact, here on my farm, we name all of our animals after country music, and I'm kind of like a 90s country girl.
Right.
So, oh gosh, that's a tough one. I saw a concert called the Girls Night Out Tour that was Reba McEntire, Martina McBride, Miranda Lambert. This has been quite a few years ago. So it was kind of like this star-studded thing that was incredible. That would be that's probably near the top of my list. The Garth, or, no, not Garth Brooks, let me think. Brooks and Dunn, their farewell tour, which was, I think that was back in like 2010 or something
Yep.
like that. That was incredible. So definitely like a 90s country music fan at heart, but I also really love kind of alt country, kind of not your mainstream. And probably my favorite of that genre would be American Aquarium.
Okay.
They're out of Raleigh, North Carolina, just really cool. They play small venues. You get to give them a hug, buy a t-shirt directly from them at the end of the concert. So
Sure.
I'd have to say them too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Dead or alive, you could bring one musical act.
Oh,
Who would you bring?
I never got to see Joe Diffie, and he passed away during COVID. I would have loved to bring Joe Diffie here for a little small town concert, and I think that would have been really cool. So
That would be perfect.
yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. All right. Listen, I've been selfish. I've been asking a lot of questions of you today. This is a segment, so you get to ask me a question. What would you ask me?
yeah. So let's stick with the country music theme. Give me your if you had to name one farm animal after a country music act, I want to know what's your top male or female. What would you name them?
Oh, so George would be the name of my farm animal. George, I could see George being like a trusty steed, maybe a horse. George would be great. Female, well, if I had sheep, probably Miranda would be
That's a good one.
Yeah, would be
That's a good one.
that would be Miranda, just a little troublemaker sheep,
Yes.
That would be perfect.
We've got a Miranda that's a chicken, and I have a George that's a duck.
There you go. George the Duck. I like that. Yeah, that's even better. That's even better. That's perfect. Oh, that's great. Okay. Jen, how do people find out more about Pendleton County and the tourism and what you guys have going on event-wise?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are really active on Facebook and social media. So Facebook, Instagram, you can find us at Pendleton County Tourism. We also have a website. We have PendletonEvents.com is kind of a community-run website that kind of pulls everything from everyone together. So it's a lot more comprehensive than just one Facebook page. It kind of pulls everything together for the whole community. But definitely check us out on Facebook. We're going to be posting a lot more about our concerts that are coming up, and how to purchase tickets for the ones that are ticketed, how to come and see the ones that are free and where those are. So we're really excited to have folks come check us out.
Perfect. Jen Short, thanks for being on with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Really honored to be here.
Well, baby, I'm on it.